Oh. Thank you. Yep. Hello all and welcome back to the Cube for this game 2 of 2 matchup. Exhibition matchup between your Findlay Trojans, Peewee Gold in their alternate black uniforms against Gilmour Gladiators in their gray. Mason Cooper takes face off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. Let's do that hockey. Gets it back to Webb Sloan. Webb Sloan sends it back to neutral ice, and Gilmour dumps it in. Laura Teagarden now back to go get this. Archer, Cooper, and Grace out there as forwards. Teagarden and Sloan out there as defense, and Henry Yace in the net for the Trojans for game 2. Backhand shot blocked by the Trojans as they look to break out. Get this up. Cooper gets it up. Archer gets it. Cooper gets it to Grace. And now sits out, and then Laura Teagarden sends it out of the zone. Gilmour then sends it back in. Mason Cooper has it. He's going to go over to Webb Sloan, who's going to cut through the inside. And then it gets tipped aside, and Gilmour has it now. Charging, looking for a shot. Backhand, thwarted by Findlay defense. Nice play there by Teagarden. Cooper gets it over to Grace. charging hard up the center ice, but that gets knocked back to neutral ice by Gilmour. Now nice stick work there by Beach. And now Burkhardt has it. As Beach, Burkhardt, and Homewood out there on the line change. Dumps it down into the zone. George Homewood in pursuit behind the net on the forecheck. Mason Beach joins him. Ooh, try to keep that in was Ricky Nichols. Fort racing back there too. He's got one to beat. And that puck goes to the corner. Fort, a nice little move with the body. Spins around. And then that puck was sent with a wraparound attempt, and we're going to have an offsides. Oh, and we might. Oh, looks like we have an offsides on it. That's okay. So, that wraparound attempt by Gilmour was thwarted. Yace was there for the save, and then it was kicked out into the neutral zone. All right, Homewood with face-off again, gets that to Ricky Nichols. Then gets cross center ice and dumps that in. Burkhardt and Homewood in on the pursuit. Burkhardt going down into the corner to go get it. It's sent up. Fort tried to get the pinch there, bounce off the boards. Should be icing, and it is. So we'll stop the clock there. Bring it back down into the Findlay offensive zone to the glove hand side of the Gilmour goaltender. Homewood to take face off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. Puck's out in front, now loose. Homewood's got it. He tries to get a shot off. He's ran into by Gilmour player, knock off the puck. Gilmour tries to clear. Ricky Nichols trying to keep that in. Bounced over his stick. Now Gilmour collects. Pushes across center ice into the blue line. Looking for a shot. Two Findlay defenders there. Backhand shot goes behind the net. Now back to the corner. Burkhardt over there. Pokes to the side. Tries to get it out of the zone. They do. Now Gilmour looking to collect. Shoots it opposite side of the ice. That's going to be an offside as their players have not entered or exited the zone yet. So line changes for all. Peter Koski out to take face off. He'll have Harrison Schaaf and Hank Schwab out there with him. Eddie Homewood and Webb Sloan back on defense. Puck is dropped. Peter Koski ties it up in the middle. Schaaf comes out with it. Chips it deep into the zone. Schwab battling now against the boards for it. Gilmour sticks it behind the net. Collected. Now looking for a centering pass. Goes off of Peter Koski. And he's down. Got hit somewhere upper body. Maybe shoulder area. He's up. He's skating off. Happy to see him skating under his own power. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off here. They change lines of Mason Cooper out now again with Archer and Grace. Puck is dropped. Cooper gets it back just outside to Sloan. Sloan hits it up the boards. Cooper tries to chip that forward. Caught in his skates. He's trying to press forward with some folks on him. Gilmour is able to knock it out. Eddie gets it over to Ben Grace. Ben Grace has it poked away. And then nice play there by Cooper. And now looking for a shot with Gilmour. Nope, didn't get the shot, so they dumped it to the side. And now Cooper's got it. Now he's going with a head of steam, and he's going to try to beat some people. And he's got Ben Grace with him. Grace is going towards the net. Cooper takes a shot. And, oh, that was Webb Sloan, sorry. Went down there, too. And now we're going to have a stoppage of play. And it looks like there'll be an elbowing penalty on Gilmour as a roughing penalty. That collision into the boards. So we'll get a look with about 9.5 minutes left in the first period at the Trojan power play. Cooper to take the face off for the Trojans. They'll have Archer and Homewood with him. He knocks it over to Homewood. Homewood gets it back to Fort. Fort now cycles it back down to Homewood. He's going to look for a little bit of room, trying to get towards the net. Puck got away from him and covered by the goaltender. Puck is dropped. Fort gets it over, or Cooper gets it over to Homewood again. Homewood battling in the corner for it. He's going to get that up along the boards to Fort. Fort's going to chip it back down to the corner to Cooper. Cooper's going to get it back over to Fort. Fort's going to go back down to Cooper. Now Cooper's going to flip behind the net. He's going to look for a centering pass. George Homewood just off his stick. And then he's going to shoot. Fort did from the point. That goes over to Archer from Cooper. Archer's going to take a shot. Real in front. Trying to tip it. Homewood was in front. And nice save by the goaltender for Gilmour as Findlay was on the doorstep. Still 44 seconds left in the power play opportunity here. As we'll change lines. Least forward. Now Ben Grace out there. Puck is dropped. Cooper gets it back over to Homewood. They're battling for it. Homewood now going to the corner. He's going to tip it back to Teagarden. Teagarden's going to throw that in. Oh, just offside, they say. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off now with just over 30 seconds left in the power play. Puck is dropped, gets it over to Sloan. Sloan gets it up to Homewood. And we're going to have offsides again, so we're going to redo that at the neutral zone. Puck is dropped. Cooper gets that over, tries to get it to Grace. Grace chips it in. Nice work by Grace along the boards there. Now Cooper's got it. He's going to chip that up towards Grace. Grace is going to move to the outside. Try to get that in front. Hits a skate of a Gilmour player. Gilmour's got it. They're going to try to clear. Kept in by Sloan. Sloan's going to fire a shot. Bouncy shot hits a Gilmour player in front. Gets that over to Sloan. Full strength now is Gilmour. Shot and save. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Trojans. Peter Kofsky out there now with Burkhart and Beach. Peter Kofsky knocks his puck to the corner, trying to get it to Beach. Now it's chipped behind. Beach has it now. He's battling, trying to get free. He's finding a spot. He backhands it towards the net, and it's covered by the goaltender for Gilmour. So we're going to do this face-off again. Peter Kofsky again with the face-off for the Trojans. Ryland tries to knock it to the side of Beach again. It's along the boards. They're battling for it. Beach lost his stick in the scrum. Picks it back up. Now it gets out towards him, but puck knocked away. Now puck gets knocked forward. Burkhart's back in pursuit. Cuts it backwards. Gets it to Peter Kofsky, who chips it out to neutral zone. Collected by Gilmour. Pressuring is Beach. And then that puck's shipped forward and Sloan chips it back out of the zone. And then sent in, hits a Gilmour player. Then sticked aside by Ryland Peter Kofsky, gets it to Burkhart. Burkhart chips that up. Oh, trying to hit Beach, but just caught the stick of the Gilmour player. Now puck is sent towards the net, bouncing, deflected off of a player and a stick. And a blocker saved by Yates. Now Beach fighting for it in the corner along with Sloan. And Gilmour dumps it back behind the net. Now Ford is back there. He gets it up along the boards to Peter Kofsky. Now Burkhart's racing for it too. And so is Beach. Might be a little too far though. It looks like we're going to have an icing. So we'll bring this back down to the glove hand side of Findlay goaltender Henry Yates. Still 0-0 with just under 7 minutes left here in the first of this Game 2 matchup. Mason Cooper out now, take face off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. Cooper knocks it to the side, trying to get it to Schwab. In the back there, Fort tried to wrap it around the net. That bounces in front. Fort collects it. As there was an open net on that side. Now Gilmour sends it forward. Nice chip away by Mason Cooper. And Nichols trying to get it up to Cooper, and now Fort gets it up to Schwab. Along the boards, now Schwab pursuing and pressuring. And then Gilmour chips that in on the backhand, And now Ricky Nichols has it, and he's going to look for a little bit of room. He gets it up to Harrison Chase, who tried to chip that out, but Gilmour defense sends it back into the zone. Now Nichols again trying to play this along the boards. Gets it over to Chase. Gets that up to Mason Cooper. Chips that along the boards. And now try to go forward with it, and then it gets held up, so he's trying to knock it again forward. He's still got it at his skates, and then Chafe has it. Chafe tried to bring it forward. Got sticked aside by Gilmour, now an offside. So line change out here now. Puck is dropped. Homewood gets it back to Teagarden. Teagarden's got a little bit of room, and now he's going to chip it forward into the zone. Taken out by Gilmour. Now Eddie Homewood back there, trying to make a play on it. Nice save there by Henry Yates, who was ready. And now chipping it out forward is Teagarden. George Homewood on pursuit on the forecheck. Now gets wrapped around the boards. Ben Grace there holds it in the corner. Now he's trying to get forward. He gets hooked a little bit. Comes out to Laura Teagarden. Teagarden then, he still got it. Makes a nice little nifty move. That goes to River Archer in the middle, trying to get a shot off. And now George Homewood there, trying to make a play on it. And they get it back over, and they take a shot. Yates sees it all the way, and we'll stop play there. So now Peter Koski out there with Burkhart and Beach. And we've got some unruly fans being asked to leave. And Peter Koski takes a face off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. He knocks it forward, trying to make a play on it. Gets it out to the point. They stick it to the side, trying to get a centering pass and a backhand in. Chipped out by the Trojans. Nice work there. They're going to try this again. Stick to side again by Peter Koski. And now Sloan's got a little bit of room, so he's going to carry it forward. He's going to try to send this puck deep. And we're going to have an offside. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Peter Koski will take that face-off. Puck is dropped. Goes cross ice. Beach racing for it. Finds the stick of Sloan. Sloan's going to try to flip that out. That hits a player for Gilmour. Stays in the zone. Gilmour comes with it. Got a shot from the slot. Good job by Peter Koski to get in front of that. Now Teagarden has it. He's trying to get it up to Burkhart on the wing. That gets sticked aside, though, by Gilmour. Now Peter Koski with it again. He's going to tip that up and get that out of the zone as they clear. And Beach in pursuit on the forecheck as they go cross ice with it. And they're going to call a penalty on that contact. So that's going to be a penalty, and we'll get a look at the Trojan power kill here, or penalty kill here in the first period. Just under 4 minutes left, all square at 0-0 in game 2 of this two-game matchup. Mace Cooper out there, take face off for the Trojans. That gets sticked aside. Ben Grace on the pursuit. Now Mason Cooper has it behind the back of Findlay's net. He's going to flip that opposite ice, but it doesn't exit the zone. Gilmour's going to take a shot. Hits a player in front. Now Ben Grace has it. He's going to try to get this out of the zone. He's met with resistance by Gilmour players. And now Gilmour is looking for a shot. Tipped away by Mason Cooper out of the zone. They're forced to reset. And then enters the zone, but a player was still there, so it's going to be an offsides. And this will be an offensive zone face-off actually for the Trojans. Now Cooper with the face-off for it, chips it for the net, but in front of the net, but intercepted. Now Nichols has it and backhands that back in. And Grace is on the forecheck, on the pursuit there. Nice job by Grace there. And looking to go forward with it is Gilmour. And sticked aside by Ricky Nichols. Now Nichols in the corner. Gets Gilmour player backhands on that centering pass. Doesn't get to it. Puck off the stick of Nichols. Now back in the corner. Centering pass. Nobody there for Gilmour. Ben Grace in the corner. Tried to chip that forward. And now a shot from the point for Gilmour. Intercepted. Bunch in front, moves in front, nice save by Yates, second nice save by Yates, as Gilmour was jumping on that loose puck, and then puts Mason Cooper on the block, and now Cooper's going on a breakaway chance, he does, gets hooked, no call. Cooper's got it, hands it off to Homewood, Homewood's going to now charge, try to take a shot, loose in front, try to tip it in, is Homewood, Sorry, it was Sloan. A lot of activity in front of the net. No penalties assessed, but Trojans are back at full strength as well. So Cooper will take this face off. He's got Homewood and Archer out there with him. Puck is dropped in the corner, wrapped around by Gilmour. Sloan trying to keep that in. Archer's got it now. Gets taken away by Gilmour. Gilmour takes a shot, top shelf, and scores. Now Mason Cooper takes the face off for the Trojans. Cooper gets that back, tried to get it to Sloan on the defense, just went a little too far there. Sloan's got it. He's going to play it up the ice, tipped out by Archer. Cooper tried to get a stick on it now. Homewood got a stick on it, gets it over to Cooper. He tries to send it down the length of the ice into the corner there. Homewood's got it in the corner now. Poked aside by Gilmour. They wrap around and then sticked over by Teagarden. Teagarden tried to get that to the middle. Hit a skate of a Gilmour player. And now comes out to George Homewood. George is looking for a shot. Nope, he gets that over to Webb Sloan. Tried to find Archer in the middle. And that was intercepted. Now sticked aside by Sloan. Sloan gets that up to Homewood, but that got poked aside too. And now sent opposite side. Laura Teagarden now racing back for the Trojans. Knocks it across the board. Tries to get that over to River Archer, but that took a weird bounce. And we're going to have a penalty there too. As Cooper made contact on that pass by trying to go for the puck. Player fell, so tripping penalty. And we'll have another look at the Trojan penalty kill here with 41 seconds left in the first. Riley Pierkowski takes face off for the Trojans. He's got Ben Grace out there along with Fort and Nichols. They get that puck back to Nichols. Oh, takes a weird bounce in front off the boards, but collected by Findlay. And Grace tries to get that out, and he does. Now trying to send that back in is Gilmour, but then Grace, good second effort, puts that puck back out again as we've got 20 seconds left here in the period. Gilmour trying to break out again, takes another odd bounce. Now Fort sends it opposite side. Now Ben Grace picks off that pass attempt, and then it gets poked away from him. In closing seconds, that'll be the end of the period. So Gilmour up 1-0 currently. We'll have 49 seconds left on the penalty to Findlay as we start the second. So teams will switch sides, talk about it, and we will come back momentarily. Welcome back to the start of the second period. Pierkowski out there takes face off for the Trojans. Sitting down 1-0 at the moment and on a penalty kill. Puck is dropped. Gilmour sticks it forward. Pierkowski in pursuit. Nice job by Ryland. Gets the boards, gets it into the offensive zone. But then chipped in, collected and chipped in by Gilmour. Nice job by Fort blocking that centering pass, and then another one. And now it's collected by Pierkowski trying to get that out of the zone, but held up at the blue line by Gilmour. Now Ricky Nichols with it. He's looking to take it along the boards. He gets held up by a Gilmour player. And now Nichols goes to one side, goes to the other, and then that comes out of the zone. And now Ben Grace in pursuit on that cross-ice pass as Gilmour puts it in. We've got 10 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Trojans. As it gets sent around the boards, Gilmour collects, centering pass. Nice stop by Yace. And your Findlay Trojans will be at full strength now. And we'll get a line change in here. As Cooper stays out with Schwab and Shea. Puck is dropped. Cooper takes that, gets around the net. Tries to get it up to Shea, tries to get that up to Shea. Kept in by Gilmour. Centering shot. Blocked by Sloan. Next one blocked by Teagarden. Teagarden looking for a little bit of room. Gets it up and to Shea, who had a nice pass to Cooper, and then that got picked away, and then Schwab used his skate to keep it up. Now Cooper battling for it at neutral ice. That gets sent opposite side. Looked like it was offsides, but no call. Getting hooked was Teagarden as he tried to make a play on that puck. And now Shea backhands it along the boards. Now in front, loose puck. Collected by Schwab, who sends that forward. Cooper in pursuit. picked off, but offside. Barely offside. Good effort there by Harrison. Trying to jump that and create a turnover opportunity with an odd man rush in the zone, but we'll have a neutral zone face-off instead. George Holman takes face-off with Burkhart and Beach out there. Puck is dropped. He gets it back to Sloan. Sloan gets cross center ice, dumps that in deep behind the net. Burkhart and Beach both in pursuit. Kept in by Teagarden. Nice job there. Teagarden trying to get one in front. Burkhart and Teagarden both there, trying to tip it in. Oh, puck is loose, collected by Gilmour. Now trying to bring it up. And they put a centering pass towards the net. Sloan collects it. That chips out. Beach and Homewood in pursuit. Burkhart there as well. Cross ice. Floater pass worked. And the shot by Gilmour goes off the skate of Teagarden. Sloan collects. He tries to get it up the boards to Burkhart. He does. He chips it right up to Homewood. Now Homewood's got it. He's going along the boards. Burkhart follows, but they couldn't stop before this puck entered the zone, so that's going to be offside. So we'll have another neutral zone face-off. Now Mason Cooper takes face-off for the Trojans. Trying to get it aside. Now Eddie Homewood battling for it. Nice job by Eddie on there. Prevent the passes. He got hooked away from that puck, but no call there. Gilmour trying to center, hits the back of the net. So then they chip it along the boards. River Archer there, trying to send that forward, but nice centering pass blocked by Henry Fort. Good block there. Now Eddie Homewood in the corner, wraps it around opposite side, trying to get it to Archer. Archer's there. He's going to try to chip it up to Cooper, but sent to the side. Defense has it. They take a shot. Nice save by Yates. Rebound goes over the net. Now Ben Grace there. Good play by Grace along the boards. Kicked forward by Gilmour. Shot wide over the glove of Yates. Then tipped aside. Archer to Cooper. Cooper's got a head of steam. He tried to pull it to the middle. It got poked away. Tried to cross him up. Ben Grace now in the corner along the boards. Eddie holds that in. Nice work by Eddie Homewood. Sends it back behind the net. Now Mason Cooper chips it around. He gets tripped up. There's going to be a penalty. So the Trojans will go on a power play now. Now we'll have another look at the Trojan power play. See if they can put one in the back of the net here and tie this game up midway through the second period. So Mason Cooper takes that face off, gets it over to Homewood. Shot from the point by Fort. Just missed the net. That clearing attempt intercepted by Archer. Fired a great shot. Homewood now battling in the corner for it. Eddie Homewood's got it. He tries to get that up. Or George Homewood had it. He tried to get that up to Ricky Nichols. And now firing a shot is Gilmour, and holding on to that puck is Yates. So 1:02 left in the penalty here to Gilmour. So Trojans still have some time on this power play. Puck is dropped. Cooper gets it back to Sloan. Sloan tried to get that around to Homewood. Homewood's got it. Homewood's now pushing forward. And we're going to have an offside. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Cooper, Archer, and Homewood out there with Sloan and Teagarden. Puck is dropped, kicked back, Collected by Sloan. He finds a little gap in between people. He toe drags, looks for a shot. Oh, that goes just off the blocker. George Homewood looking to find a space in the middle. Tucks it over to Cooper. Cooper takes a shot. Oh, just got hung up a little bit by the stick. And then in the slot is Mason Cooper trying to make a move. Sends one towards the net on the turn. Nice active stick there by Mason Cooper. He sends one towards the net again. Tipped in front. Archer's got it. Now Homewood's got it. Homewood tries to get a shot off. He fires one to Cooper. Cooper backhand. Oh, off. Cooper again tries to flip it up. It's still loose. Oh. Multiple shots. Just couldn't get it. And then held out on an icing by Gilmour. So Gilmour now back at full strength, but a ton of pressure by the Trojans. So good effort there. Still one down though, but another face-off in the offensive zone. See if they can put one in the back of the net, tie this game up. Peter Kofsky will be out there with Schwab and Schaaf. Nichols and Fort back on defense. Peter Kofsky tried to stick that aside. Gilmour has it. Their defense wraps it around the boards. They're looking to break out. Nichols tried to hold that at the line, bounced over his stick. Nice play by Fort to thwart that centering pass and stay with it. Peter Kofsky has it now in the corner. He's battling. Now Fort in there playing the body. They chip it out to the front. They're going to look for a shot. They do get a shot, and it bounces off a couple players in front of Yace and goes in. And that puts Gilmour up 2-0 here midway through the second period. Now George Homewood out there with Burkhart and Beach. Puck is dropped. They get it back to Nichols. Nichols plays it opposite side of the boards. Trying to keep it in is Homewood and Burkhart, but sent back out. Nichols sends it cross ice to Fort. Fort now wraps it down into the offensive zone. Beach is there too, but knocked back out by Gilmour. Now Ricky Nichols battling for it. But they've got a breakaway. Gilmour does, and score. So still plenty of time left, but Findlay trying to dig out of a 3-0 deficit right now in the second. Cooper out there with face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped back. Centering pass from Sloan to Cooper. Cooper now with a head of steam, looking to break in to the zone. Gilmour collects, knocks it back out. It goes back to Sloan. Sloan now gets tripped up. So we're going to have a power play for the Trojans now. Now Mason Cooper takes face off. Puck gets dropped back over to River Archer, trying to get a shot off. Gets knocked away. Eddie Homewood keeps it in. And now taken out of the zone by Archer. Archer gets that over to Sloan. Sloan gets that over to Cooper. Cooper tried stick handle, but puck got lost there, so Cooper's racing. Nice play in the body there to knock that puck away. Now Cooper's looking to go coast to coast. Takes it to the outside. Looking for a centering opportunity. Goes off the goalie's pad. Out in front now. Loose puck. Nobody there, unfortunately. As Trojans were charging, just missed the timing on that one. Now nice play there by Sloan. Now Ben Grace looking to move this puck up along the boards. He's still got it. He dumps it in deep as we've still got just under 30 seconds left here. Going in front, looking for Mason Cooper on a centering pass. Here comes River Archer. He comes through. Puck loose in front. Oh, cleared out by Gilmour. Tipped back in by Sloan. Back out to Sloan. That was Homewood, sorry. Over to Archer. Archer looking for a shot. Tries to chip it forward.
Hold the zone. Watch the box. Watch the box. Get down, get down.
Now back at full strength is Gilmour. Looking for a centering pass. Could have been a high stick there. And now George Homewood's going to take that puck, bouncing puck. Tried to get it through the middle, got knocked away. Now Webb Sloan collects. He gets held up, and now George Homewood has it. He tried to tuck it through, got sticked aside. And now Mason Cooper's got it. He's going to move this forward. He's going to try to get it over to George Homewood. Just out of his reach. Homewood still got it. He tried to send that behind the net, hit a stick of a Gilmour player. That's going to get wrapped out of the zone all the way around. Trojans are going to get a line change here. They're going to send that opposite side of the ice. Tipped up to Schwab. Schwab's there, looking to move through the middle with it. Just got sticked aside. George Homewood now making a play on it. Knocks it back down into the zone a little further. And then just bounced over Ricky Nichols' stick as he was trying to hold that forward. Now Henry Fort looking for some good defense, push him on the outside. He does. That shot goes wide. Rylan Peterkowski tried to tip that forward. George Homewood following the puck. Held up with him. Looks like there's going to be an interference call. Homewood now getting his way through, trying to make a play on it. And we're going to have an interference penalty on Gilmour, giving Findlay another opportunity at the man advantage. Now it's going to be Homewood, Cooper, and Burkhart out there with Sloan and Nichols on the power play. Puck is dropped, gets back towards the net. Gilmour collects, tries to get it out of the zone, held in by Nichols. Nichols dumps that back down to the corner. Burkhart now going to try to pursue in the corner. Burkhart battling around for it. Puck comes out to Sloan. Sloan fires a shot. That tips off Burkhart, but just goes behind the net. Now Nichols has it. Nice little move in the corner. Tries to get that out in front. He's still got it. He gets it out to Sloan. Sloan tried to get across with that, but kept in by Nichols. And then knocked out by Gilmour. And that could be icing, and I think it is. Yep. So we'll bring this face-off over to the glove-hand side of the left-handed goaltender for Gilmour. They get a line change, and it'll be Grace and George Homewood out there with Mason Cooper to take the face-off. Sloan and Teagarden out there on defense. So Mason Cooper collects that puck, gets it back to Teagarden. Teagarden takes a shot, and they send it out of the zone, but Webb Sloan has it. And now everybody's exited, so Sloan's going to take it, send that center or cross center ice. Teagarden has it. He's going to send that back to Cooper. Cooper's going to send that over to Sloan. Sloan's going to fire a shot. Oh, hits the leg pad. Now Ben Grace has it. He tried centering pass. No one there for Findlay. Chipped aside. Ben Grace racing. He's going to try and chip it. He got tripped up, but incidental. Oh, nice diving save by Teagarden to try and get that in there. Now cross ice pass. Now over to the middle. Ben Grace tried to get that over, so he's going to fire a shot forward. Kept in by Grace. Good second effort there. He tries centering pass. No one there for Findlay. They're going to send it down the length of the ice. That's going to be another icing as the penalty expires. Minute 37 left here, but we'll have a offensive zone face-off for your Findlay Trojans. Just over a minute and a half left here in the second. Findlay trying to cut into this 3-goal deficit. So let's see if they can with this offensive zone faceoff. So River Archer to take the faceoff. He's got Beach and Shafe out there with him. Sloan and Teagarden back on defense. Puck is dropped. Gets it over to the corner. Over to Sloan. Looking for River Archer in the slot. Back checking by Gilmour. Kept that going. Now Shafe's got it. He's going to try to wrap it around. Gilmour goalie was there. Now Gilmour looking to break out. They get it back up to the main player who scored goals for them. Nice job by Findlay defense as they're collapsing, trying to get that centering pass. And then shot blocked by Sloan with the skate. Never reached Yace at the goal. Shot from the point, again off of the skate of Beach. Centering pass in front, nobody there. Tipped aside, Yace has it. Good job by Yace on that save. Puck is dropped. Archer tried to get it over. Gilmour collected it. Now they're looking for a shot with their cross-ice pass. Got tipped aside. Now sent back out. Beach in pursuit up front. Sloan collects that shot. He's still got it. Tried to tip that forward. That was Archer, rather. Sorry. And now Gilmour again looking for another shot. Yace has it. Covers. Eddie Holman's thrown out there on defense right now. River Archer take the face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. They get it back over to Beach. Beach tries to wrap that up the side now. He's chipping forward with it still. That's collected by Archer. Archer sends that off to the side, trying to get it along the boards. Gilmour chips it back behind the net. Nice job by Archer getting his skate in the way on that centering pass again. So Gilmour forced to wrap it around the boards. Other side, collected by Eddie Homewood. He's going to get that over to Shea. Shea tried to clear backhand-wise. Oh, shot in front, tipped over the net. Nice job by Fort there to force the back pass. Shea tried to chip it out as well. Stopped by Archer, and that's going to be the end of the period. So, teams will talk about it one more time, switch sides. Join us back here momentarily for the start of the third. See if Findlay can cut into this 3-goal deficit in game 2. All right, teams have switched sides. We're getting ready to start the third. We've got Mason Cooper out there with Fed Grace and George Homewood to start the third period. Puck is dropped. And Cooper comes out with it. Gets that back to Nichols. Who gets that up to Grace, who tips that forward into the zone. And now is in pursuit on the cross, or on the forecheck. Nice job by Nichols to hold that up, but it went into the zone. So that'll be an offsides as Homewood was trying to clear. And we will reset with the neutral zone face-off. Mason Cooper takes that face-off, knocks it over to George Homewood. He's going to look for a little bit of speed and space. He's still got some. He tucks it away around. Gets it poked away, but he's still got it. So he's going to send that back out towards Fort. Fort's going to chip that back down to the corner. He's going to get it over to Homewood. Homewood's got it. Nope, that gets chipped out. Mason Cooper keeps it in at the blue line. Covering as Fort went down to pinch. And now Gilmour has it. They're going to play that along the boards. That's going to be kept in by Nichols. Oh, and he gets tripped up and loses that. Now Mason Cooper is on the pursuit there. And he's going to get called for a penalty as he made some contact there with that player. So that's going to be a roughing penalty. So the Trojans will be on a penalty kill again to begin this third period. George Homewood with the face-off for the Trojans. He gets knocked aside. Homewood comes up with it. Goes middle. Now he's trying to break free, but gets it poked away. Now it gets out of the zone, but nice stick work there by Nichols or Sloan to poke that away too. That should be an icing. Yep, and it is. So we will bring that all the way back down for an offensive zone face-off in the short-handed opportunity for the Trojans. Rylan Peterkowski takes the face-off for the Trojans now. Puck is dropped, gets sent back, collected by the Trojans, sent back down into the zone, but then collected by Gilmour. Gilmour is going to try to move forward with it, shipped back out of the zone by Sloan, and then sent back in by Gilmour. That puck's going to bounce off the net. Teagarden's got it now. He collects for the Trojans, wraps here on the net. Nice little move. Again, nice little move. So two good moves by Teagarden as he clears the zone. And he's going to try to get that deeper into neutral zone territory. That's held up. Now Webb Sloan has it. He's going to bang it against the boards, but that comes out to the middle. But now Teagarden back there. Good hustle on the back checking by Teagarden to get back there and prevent a breakaway. And that goes over to Yace, and Yace is going to cover. Just over 11 minutes left. There's still plenty of time in the third. River Archer takes the face-off for the Trojans. So Peter Kopsky out there with him as well. Sloan and Teagarden still on defense. River knocks that over to the side. Now out to the point where it is Gilmour. They take a slap shot. Nice save. Butterfly save by Yace. Now Teagarden battling. And that puck goes out in front. Knocked aside by Sloan. Sloan's going to wrap it around the boards. Out to the point again. Shot tipped aside and tipped again by Findlay. Sloan has it. He's going to try to loop that up through the middle. That bounces out. Bouncing puck. For force, and then coming out of the box is Mason Cooper. He's going to try to make something happen with it. As he pokes it aside and pokes again. And then they send it back through neutral ice, and that's going to be an icing. So Findlay back at full strength. And we'll have a face-off to the blocker side of the Gilmour goaltender. Mace Cooper takes face-off for the Trojans. Puck is dropped. Homewood's got it. He's trying to backhand one in there and covered by a Gilmour goaltender. Cooper again with the face-off for the Trojans. Knocks that back. That goes back to Nichols. Nichols tried to send that. That hit a shin guard of a Gilmour player and bounced back to neutral ice. Now Nichols backhands that over to Homewood, but then that got sticked away, and now Homewood's got it. And he's going to get it up to Cooper. And now we've got an odd man rush with a 3-on-2. Cooper gets it over to Homewood. Homewood tries to flip it up. So Homewood gets the rebound, gets it behind, tried to hit Grace in the slot there. So then Fort gets it over to Nichols. Nichols up the boards. Too hot of a pass, try to get that to Homewood. Centering pass by Gilmour goes in front of their player in neutral ice. So now trying to knock that out was Fort. And then that comes out to Nichols. Nichols tried to get that up to Grace. That gets knocked out. Cooper's got it. He's got a little bit of room now, and he's got Homewood with him, so now he's going to go to the outside. Hit the brakes to him, and then do it again. Try to go center ice to Homewood, but intercepted. Kept in by Nichols. Nichols gets that over to Archer. Archer fires a shot in front. Score! It's in the net! And that is a goal! That's a goal for Findlay!
See that? He's like, what are you doing, sir?
So Findlay cuts into the lead. And it's 3-1 Gilmour, but Findlay with some life. Good play, good passing in the offensive zone. Sets up that opportunity, and Archer fires one home. So now Archer out there with Burkhart. And Beach knocks that back to Sloan. That gets sticked aside, but Archer there pick that up. He's going to flip it up, try to get that out of the zone. But Gilmour's got it. Scrum in the middle as they're going for the puck. As Sloan was trying to get that out of there, then tip that forward. Teagarden's got it now. He gets it up to Burkhart. Burkhart trying to chip it forward, bounced over his stick. Now Teagarden's got it. He's going to wrap it around the boards for Beach. Beach is going to try to send that forward, but didn't happen. But Burkhart's there, intercepts it. Oh, tried to get it out of the zone. Looked like it did. And now Sloan's got it along the boards with a Gilmour player draped over his back. And now Archer has it too. And now sticked aside. Gilmour trying for a shot, high shot. Yace saw it. Wisely puts the glove on it, and he'll freeze play. Now Archer takes the face off for the Trojans. That puck gets wrapped around the net. Burkhart now trying to pursue, but pinched by the defense. And now Burkhart working along the boards. Gilmour comes out with it. Stick aside. Centering pass. Goes through everybody. Beach over there in the corner now. Trying to make a play on it. Gets caught in his stick and his skates as well. Gilmour comes out with it in the corner. Centering pass partially blocked by River Archer. And then sent in front, tipped aside. Yace has it. He'll make the save. Now it'll be Cooper, Homewood, and Grace. Puck is dropped. Out in front with a shot forward. Gilmour has it. And then Eddie Homewood comes up with it. Tries to get that up. Nice little move by Grace. Tip that forward. He's going to send that into the zone. He's pursuing the corner. Nice job by Grace. Tried to center. Got a stick in the way. But held up. Cooper, nice pass over to George Homewood. Homewood tried to get through a couple people, but didn't work out, and Gilmour sticks it back into the neutral zone. So Fort picks it up. Then he's going to regroup here. Pass through the middle, deflects off of a Gilmour player. They send it back down deep into the zone. Fort back there now in the corner. Using his body. Gets it away from the Gilmour player. Gets that up to Grace. Grace gets it off the boards up to Homewood. Homewood tried to get around the player. Now sent forward by Grace. Centering pass by Gilmour. And Teagarden there to try to cut that off, and Mason Cooper has it now. He's going to go center ice, chip it forward, and now George Homewood's going to get it. And Homewood's going to go through neutral ice. He's going to try to fire a shot, tried to stick it one more time between players and just didn't get through. Now Mason Cooper's there. As they try to get a shot, Gilmour does. Backhand attempt, goes behind the net. Teagarden's got it now. He's going to go around the player. He's still got it. He gets it up to Ben Grace. Ben Grace, nice little move, gets it back to George Homewood. Backhand and a save. That was a nice passing play there by the Trojans as they moved from their zone through neutral ice up to the offensive zone. Get a good attempt there. Now Peter Koskins going to take the face off. He's got Schaaf and Schwab out there with him. Seagarden and Nichols back on defense. Peter Koskins moved that forward. That's towards the net. That's loose. And the goaltender covers for Gilmour. So we'll do this face-off again. Same name, same faces. Puck is dropped. Pushing that forward was Peter Koski, and then he gets his stick in the way again. As Gilmour comes up with it. And now looking nice play by Lawyer on that spin to knock that puck away. And then trying to get that up to Schwab, and he does. And now Schwab's racing for it as it's going down the length of the ice and won't be enough for an icing. So Schwab on the forecheck now. Going behind the net, forcing a backwards pass to the corner. Schaaf is over there now. He's battling along the boards as they chip it out. Nope. And Nichols has it. Now, and he's going to move through the offense or through the neutral zone and try to chip that forward. And then Schwab gets a stick on it, and then Schwab gets another stick on it. Ties him up at the neutral zone. And then a nice little hezzy move by Fort as he moves through the neutral zone. And he's still got it as he's battling along the boards. And now Mason Cooper's got it. Cooper gets it back to Nichols, who then gets it back to Cooper, who chips that over to Homewood. And now Homewood's going to move that through the middle. And he tried to cut through two players and just got sticked aside. Good effort there by George Homewood. Now he's on the forecheck there, and Grace meets in the corner, and Fort's able to hold that in and get that over to Grace. Grace trying to get something to the middle. High elbow goes over his head. Power elbow. And now Homewood's got it. Sent out to the middle, tried to get a shot. Sloan came in, tried to shoot as well. Cooper's back there, sends it behind the net from the blue line. And now looking to make a play on it is Gilmour. And then holding that in is Cooper. Cooper and Homewood battling for it. And then wrapped around the back end of the net by Gilmour. As they look for a center ice pass. And Sloan's there, and he tips that back out of the zone. Up to George Homewood, who gets knocked down. And now Eddie Homewood, nice play on the body there. And then Grace gets it up to Cooper. Nice little drop pass, tries to get that forward. Couldn't get the shot on, but in the slots, River Archer fires one. And held by the Gilmour goaltender. So 3:12 left here. Findlay down 2 goals, but we'll have an offensive zone face-off. Burkhart Beach and Archer out there. See if they can cut into the deficit one more time. Short equipment timeout as the Gilmour goaltender is tending to his leg pad right now. Goaltender's ready. We're getting ready to drop this puck. River Archer gets that back over to the corner. Burkhart's got it now. He makes a little move, gets poked away though. And he's got centering pass. Oh, couldn't get a stick on it, could Findlay. Nice play by Beach to hold that up at the line. And then chip forward, and still a good play by Archer there too, or Sloan. But Gilmour comes out with it. And then chip forward by Archer. Archer and Burkhart in pursuit there. Held up along the line, by the line. Gilmour comes out with it. Whiffed on a shot. And then centering pass to Burkhart. Burkhart's going to send that. That gets tipped, so we'll have a stoppage of play as he was trying to dump that into the zone for the old dump and chase. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off here. Cooper, Grace, and Homewood out now with Nichols and Fort on defense. So get ready to drop the puck. Puck is dropped. Cooper's got it still. Now over to Grace. Grace is going to take it along the boards. He's going to look. He's still got it. He's going to try backhand. And covered. Oh, that almost went in.
No.
Oh, what a move by Grace to walk the goal line. Man. First game this year playing forward. Ben Grace showing he knows what's up. Just over 2 minutes left here. Findlay looking for 2 goals quick. Puck goes back. Homewood tried to get that around, held in by Nichols, and then kicked out by Gilmour, but then collected again by Nichols. Battling for it. Gets it over up the boards. It pops out to the middle. George Homewood's got it. They've got a 3-on-2. Shot just, or 3-on-1, sorry. Shot goes just a little high. Gets that back to Grace. Grace sends it back down to the corner to Cooper. Cooper's got it. Little spin move. Gets it up to Fort. Fort fires one in front. Oh, almost bounced off a Homewood skate. Oh, now trying to make a play on it was Grace. He got knocked over. They're going to dump it deep into the zone. Here's Gilmour. Fort's got it now. He's going to send that up the boards. They're going to send it back down to the corner, trying to kill some clock here. Nichols has it. He gets it up along the boards. Oh, nice outlet breakout pass, but broken up by a poke check there. Now Nichols has it again. He's going to get that up the boards to Grace. Collected, tipped, shot from the point, tipped in front, but goes wide. Slap shot. Yace is there. Another shot off the post. Knocked aside. Player runs from Gilmour, runs into Findlay player. Now Mason Cooper has it. He collects. He tries to get it out, and that's offsides. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Findlay down 2 goals with a minute left. Now Grace, Homewood out there. Grace has got it now. He makes a little move to the outside, tries to get that puck deep into the zone. He does. And now full pursuit. Findlay has pulled the goalie. Get the extra skater out there. Nice work keeping that in there by Cooper, and then knocked back out. But then kept in again. Back in neutral zone. And we're going to have a stoppage in play. For a penalty. And Yace to go back in goal with a man down. And it looks like we're going to have a bench minor assessed to Gilmour. But they're going to skate 5-on-5. Cooper takes this on the face-off. He's going to the outside. He's going to look to try to make something happen. Centering in front, collected by Gilmour. Homewood's trying to get that in the corner too. Burkhart's out now as they go empty net again. It's all the way back. Teagarden racing. Teagarden sends that down the length of the ice. Intercepted in the neutral zone, but River Archer's got it now. He's going to try to make a move to the outside. That gets poked aside, but that's going to be time expired. And so in this two-game matchup today, Findlay takes the first game 4-1. Gilmour takes the second game 3-1. Their series is 1-1-2 for this season. That'll be the last time these teams match up and play. So thank you all at home for watching. Join us again tomorrow at the Cube as we've got games in the morning against league mates EDP Spiders, who will be coming for 2 games. So those games will be at 9:45 and at 12:15. So watch for the live cast there. Thank you all for watching.